the forgotten Muslim female warriors. When we think of Islamic history, we imagine scholars, caliphs, and famous male generals. But behind the battles and beyond the chronicles, Muslim women fought too, on horseback, behind barricades, and in the halls of power. From the deserts of 7th century Arabia to the mountains of 19th century Afghanistan, they picked up swords, led troops, and defied expectations. Their names may not echo through history books as loudly, but their courage shaped the course of wars and kingdoms. This is the story of Muslim female warriors, and the lessons they still teach us today. Warriors in the time of the Prophet. In the earliest days of Islam, women were already making their mark. Sumayya bint Kabat, a woman of Mecca, was the first martyr of Islam, a 65-year-old who stood firm under torture, refusing to abandon her faith. Her death was not on the battlefield, but her resolve set the tone for the fearless spirit of women to come. In 625 CE, during the Battle of Uhud, Nusayba bint Ka'ab, also known as Umara, was meant to be tending to the wounded. But when she saw the Prophet Muhammad under attack, she leapt into the fray. Sword and shield in hand, she protected him personally, taking multiple wounds in the process. She would later fight in the Battle of Yamama, even losing her arm. Wherever the Prophet turned, he said, he saw her standing guard. Another heroine, Khawla bint al-Azwar, joined the Rashidun army during the early conquests. When her brother was captured by Byzantine forces, she disguised herself, charged into enemy lines, and rescued him. Her ferocity in battle shocked soldiers on both sides. Even when captured, she led fellow prisoners in a revolt using nothing but tent poles as weapons. The age of conquests, as Islamic rule spread across Arabia, North Africa, and into Asia, women continued to serve. Ghazala al-Haruriya, a Kharijite leader in 7th century Iraq, not only fought, but led men into battle against the infamous Umayyad general al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf and made him flee. She even led congregational prayers in Kufa, reciting long surahs aloud in defiance. Though she fell in battle, her enemies remembered her as an outstanding commander. Even their enemies had female heroes. The Berber queen al-Kahina, who fought against the Muslim expansion into North Africa, resisted for years before falling in battle. She showed that the phenomenon of female leadership spanned beyond religious boundaries. If you're still watching this video, hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more lost strategies from the ancient world. Now back to the story. Queens of the Islamic world. In the medieval Islamic world, some women rose not just as warriors, but as rulers. In 13th century Egypt, Shajar al-Dur, a former slave turned queen, took charge during the Seventh Crusade. After her husband died, she concealed his death, led the army, and helped defeat the Crusaders at the Battle of Mansoura. She later ruled Egypt briefly as Sultana and founded the Mamluk Sultanate. In Delhi, Razia Sultana ascended the throne in 1236. She dressed as a man, led troops from horseback, and ruled capably. Despite her short reign, she fought and died in armor, refusing to surrender her crown. Further west, Sayyida al-Hurra became the governor of Tetuan and later a feared naval commander. As an ally of the Ottoman Admiral Barbarossa, she ruled part of the Mediterranean and defended her shores against Spanish fleets for over 2 decades. Resistance in the modern age. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, as Muslim lands faced colonial conquest, new warrior women rose again. In India, Begum Hazrat Mahal led the resistance during the 1857 rebellion. She took control of Lucknow, rallied troops, and refused British terms. Though defeated, she remains a symbol of defiance. In Algeria, Lala Fatma Nusumar led Berber resistance against French forces, riding into battle and organizing mountain defenses. Her leadership shocked European officers. In Afghanistan, 18-year-old Malalai of Maiwand rallied Afghan troops in 1880 during a pivotal battle against the British. When the flag-bearer fell, she raised it herself, chanting poetry and inspiring a counterattack. She died on the field, but her name lives on. And in Indonesia, Admiral Malahayati led an all-women navy called the Inong Bali against the Portuguese and Dutch. She killed a Dutch admiral in battle and forced European powers into negotiations. Even in Nigeria, Queen Amina of Zazzau led an army of 20,000 cavalry and expanded her kingdom for over 30 years in the late 1500s. Her walls and forts still stand today. The lesson: military courage isn't gendered. From companions of the Prophet to medieval queens and modern resistance leaders, Muslim women have fought for faith, freedom, and sovereignty throughout history. Their stories were often silenced by conservative shifts, male chroniclers, or colonial narratives. But the legacy remains. These women remind us that bravery knows no boundaries. They weren't just behind the scenes. They were often on the front lines. Their stories, once forgotten, now shine as examples of what determination and leadership look like in any age. If you're still watching this video, hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more hidden strategies and heroes of the past. So, who should we cover next? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. So, which story surprised you most? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.